Hello everyone. It's been so long since the last video with Amazing. I know, tell me about it, but honestly, I'm so happy to be back with you guys with another video with Amazing. So let's jump in and get back on track. In this video, I decided to talk to you about translating from English and to English. Uh, I've heard from lots of English learners, my students, even my friends. They've been telling me all the time that I translate everything into my own mother tongue to understand it. And then when I want to produce another sentence, I have to set the sentence in my own language, translate it into English, and then produce it in words. That's a real big problem. But today we're here to actually talk about two different methods, two effective ones, to help you stop this translation. Seriously, this is going to take your time, take your energy, and it will simply keep you back. Isn't it tragic? Isn't it like so sad for learning another language? So if you want to fix this problem, just stay with me and we will work it out together. Alright, but first things first, we need to understand why we need to stop this constant translation in our head. Believe me, this is keeping you back. The first reason is because when you translate, you lose your speed, you lose your confidence for speaking. And the third and the most important one is you lose the natural tone that you could have, but you don't, right? The speed is understandable, the confidence is acceptable, but why do we lose the natural tone of the language? Well, here's the reason. Because when you keep translating and transferring your own words into another language, they do not match. They seem too forced to be real, right? So you have specific pronunciations, you have specific prepositions, idioms, expressions in your own language. And when you take them exactly as they are to another language, it doesn't work out, seriously. It seems too fabricated and fake. So let's see how we can stop this. Here's the first method. Method number one, inner dialogue challenge. Say whatever you do, just say it in English, okay? So trust me, if you do this method, if you apply it to your daily routines of learning English, it will make an outstanding difference. Here's the deal. For the next 20 days, every day, 10 minutes, I want you to say everything that you do during the day out loud in English. For example, I'm taking up this book from my table and I can feel the hard cover in my hand. I'm opening the book and I'm flipping through the chapters. I can see the topic of each chapter. And you see, this is that simple, believe me. You just need to apply this. You need to tell yourself everything that you do. And when you do this, you are going to get more familiar with the daily structures that are more common. You are going to get familiar with the things that are mostly repeated throughout the days. Like another example could be, now I'm going to the supermarket and I'm picking up a cart, I'm taking some stuff from the different shelves of the supermarket, putting them in my cart, and I'm going to pay in cash for them. You see, this is something that's happening to you every day. So you are going to mimic your brain and mimic the brain structure, and your brain is going to get used to this. Your brain is not going to consider English language as something distant or far away. It's just another tool for expressing yourself. Let me also tell you how this works. In fact, your brain is constantly doing it already. For example, before you go to the kitchen, open the door of the fridge and take out a glass of cold water, your brain is having an inner monologue with you about this, planning everything before it happens. So if you try to do this out loud, you are forcing your brain to accept the new structure, a new way to express yourself, a new way to plan for your daily tasks. And after you do it for, say, 20 or 30 days, your brain is going to get used to this. So this is the new normal, in fact. You will stop translating in your head and you will start to think in English. Method 2, thought jump vocabulary. Try to associate words with concepts, not just other words in your own native language. And here's how to do it. For example, if you see something, try to personalize it, not just attach meanings to it that come from your own language. Try to attach experiences. like memories, for example. If you see a tree, don't translate. Try to think about an experience in your childhood. Like, I remember there was a really tall and green tree in the backyard of my school, and we used to just play around it with my other friends. All right. So try to think of an experience that is related to that word. And even if you want to make flashcards, do not just write the translation on the other side of the flashcard. So if you're writing tree in English, TREE, then on the other side of the flashcard, try to just draw a schematic picture of that tree. Or even if there are some words that you cannot paint any pictures for, uh, you can write an example in English. So write an English example, not the definition. An English example with the word in it. So every time you read that flashcard, just flip it and look at the personalized example that you have provided for it. This way, you don't have to translate everything from another language into your own. Instead, you will have some mental images or memories or personalized examples that are connected to those entities, in this case, the words or phrases. Now, I have already mentioned two of these highly efficient methods for you to stop the translation in your head, but promise me that you will put them into use and tell me about how they worked out for you in the comments. By the way, make me happy with your subscription. Stay tuned and bye-bye.